Hello and welcome everyone again to another video. In today's video, I will be talking about the Element Cup. So I wasn't planning to make this video, and then someone actually sent me a message. It's like, Yasser, can you please make a video because I haven't hit legend, and I am weak when it comes to helping people who are still not legend yet. So Element Cup is the cup we are gonna have next week, from May 17th until May 24th. It's at 3 p.m. Central Time, also at 3 p.m. Central Time. You can find more stuff about this cup on LeakDuck, one of the best websites we have. So Element Cup basically is a little cup format, so 1500 CP, only fire, grass, water. So you're telling me that the three main elements are what we're gonna use? Yes, so that's basically it. Fire, grass, water. Elements, right? So that's why it's called Element Cup. The only Pokemon so all Pokemons must be from those three types below 1500, 1500, 500 or below, and that are able to evolve but haven't evolved yet. So only first stage evolution of a multi-stage evolution. So it has to be like something that can evolve. Let's move on and talk about the main Pokemons in this cup. The best Pokemon in this cup by far is Ducklet. So anything in this cup that is meta either beat Ducklet or has to beat Ducklet. Anything you should use has to have a good matchup against Ducklet. Why? Because it's the best Pokemon in this cup, and anything that's good must be good against Ducklet. That's like the main thing. Oh, sorry. Okay. Another Pokemon that is also very popular is a Chinchou. Why Chinchou is good? Because it's literally the biggest wall to Ducklet. It's the only Pokemon that hard wall Ducklet. Vulpix is the best safe swap in this cup because you have a quick attack, body slam, and fire wither ball. So technically nothing walls the energy, nothing resists everything from this Pokemon. So those are the main three Pokemons. Add Bulbasaur to them. Those are like the top, I think, 4 on PvPoke. But you know what? Since it's water, grass, fire, let's just sort them based on what's the best. So the best Pokemon, which like what people call S tier Pokemon, that's Ducklet. Okay. What's as good as Ducklet? There is nothing as good as Ducklet. What comes after Ducklet as a water Pokemon? Shadow Slowpoke. Why? Because the confusion does so much damage from the shadow Pokemons, right? So imagine now how much it would do in Little Cup where Pokemons do not have bulk. So fast move is like the main source of damage. So you can literally confusion down everything. And that's the main thing, good thing about Ducklet. It has Bubble Beam where it can debuff your damage. So Ducklet will be able to tank a move after that. Also, it has a Brave Bird, which technically can KO most of the stuff except Chinchou, because nothing else resists that. Sealio. Now this is Seal. Seal is a good Pokemon in this cup. It's a decent safe swap. It doesn't beat Ducklet reliably, by the way. I saw some people run Ice Shard on this. I still think you still need Lick. It's like generally like the most safe fast move. Why? Because nothing on those three main types resists Lick. So that's why Lick is the best fast move on Seal on this cup. Just as any other little cup format, Seal is by far the best safe swap. Because it has a play against Chinchou, while Ducklet just get walled, Omega walled by Chinchou. This Pokemon here, Marini, it has, I think, Poison Jab and Brine. No, it has Poison Sting, Brine, and Sludge Wave. So it's kind of work as a good safe swap because it has a spammy, it has a Mudshot clone fast move. Poison Sting is like literally Mudshot. You do like 2 damage and you generate 9 energy. Wooper is the spammiest Pokemon in this cup. Literally, like every 4 mud shots, you get a body slam, and it's kind of attack weighted Pokemon, so 2 body slam pretty much KO everything. Now moving into the grass Pokemons. Bulbasaur is the best on PvPoke, but to be fair, it's not the best Pokemon. The best grass Pokemon is Shadow Executor. Why? Because Confusion again does so much damage in this cup. And it has ancient power, so you could still one-shot almost the Ducklet because ancient power from non-shadow, and Little Cup does so much damage. Something worth mentioning, I think Bulbasaur is the second best. I saw lots of people. By lots of people, I only saw Softov. She used Chikorita a lot, like a lot. And sometimes she uses it as a lead, sometimes as a safe swap, because it has Vine Whip, Body Slam, and it's bulkier than Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur is kind of attack weighted a bit, while like the Chikorita has some decent bulk. This Pokemon here, Chespin. Chespin has one thing that those two grass do not have, which is Gyro Ball. Why Gyro Ball? It one-shot the Cottony. So if you see lots of Cottony, you run Chinchou, Chespin, and you can use Gyro Ball. Most people won't shield, especially at low, like the 2500 MMR. People don't know about the Gyro Ball on Chinchou. This Pokemon has Razor Leaf. I don't know what's Bidu, I think the name of the Pokemon. It has Razor Leaf. So if you need some Razor Leaf damage, it's good, but Razor Leaf is not the best fast move you could use in this cup. Because Vulpix is the best safe swap. I use Shadow Vulpix because that's the one I have. I think non-Shadow is good enough. And Salazzle is the second best Pokemon in this cup. Why? Because I think it has Poison Jab, Poison Fang combination. It hard walls the... because it's fire poison, so it hard walls the grass. And it has a play against everything else. Because most of the water Pokemons, they do non-water damage. Like Ducklet do flying, Chinchou do electric, Slowbro do confusion, right? I don't have a Salandit because you have to hatch it on an account that's literally like below level 15 trainer. And then you have to trade it to your main account. So it takes lots of time to do, which I don't think I have time to do that. So yeah, pretty much that's like the main Pokemons. Now I'm gonna talk about the best teams that people were using back last time when we had this cup, okay? The best teams that people use, because someone told me that, yeah, I said, I don't see sometimes these teams you talk about. I'm like, my friend. So, okay, I'm gonna, like, let's say this team. So those two makes a good core. Those two also make a good core. So the third here is subjective to change based on what you see on the cup. So if you see Chinchou, you use those two and then you drop this because this team is ABA weak to Chinchou, if I am correct, right? You'll forget about this thing. So you watch this video so it can give you a good preview about the cup, and it will let's say it will prepare you for the new cup. So that's like the menus for these videos. It helps people to build teams. It helps people to expect what they will be facing. The best team on this cup based on PvPoke is basically Ducklet, Vulpix, and Bulbasaur. This is literally the top 3 that you can see. This team has coverage versus everything in this cup, so you need to make sure to keep the Ducklet alive in case they have some Salazzle in the back. Another team. So this team was the best team on day 1 last Element Cup. I think it was season 12, 2 seasons ago. But day 2, everyone replaced the Ducklet with a Chinchou because the Chinchou just hard walls Ducklet. So if you have a Ducklet against Chinchou, just win. As a Ducklet user, you lose. As a Chinchou user, you win. Chinchou also beat all the other water Pokemons. It doesn't beat the grass, while Ducklet, it's the only water Pokemon that beats the grass. That's the main thing. Those two teams on paper are the best, but I do believe that the best team was basically Salazzle Double Water. Why Salazzle Double Water? This thing here beats everything except water Pokemons. This thing is the best safe swap. This thing beats Ducklet. So that's like the main team. So if I would to play the Element Cup, this would be my team if I have Salazzle. If you have Salazzle, you have 99% of what you need so far, because those two, literally the most accessible two in the cup, where this thing is like the most limited Pokemon in this cup, where like I believe less than 1% of the players has it as like a little cup accessible. So would you run this team? I think if you have Salazzle, you just blindly choose those 3 and run them. Some people, like if you are some charm user and you just run charm Pokemons, just run Cottony, to be honest, because Cottony can still do some damage to Ducklet in the lead, since yes, Wing Attack is super effective, but again, a Charm does much more damage. I believe with the nerf to Charm, it's not going to be as comfortable as it used to be for the Cottony, but it won't be as bad, Because with this team, you cannot swap out if it's a cotton lead. You have to play it out because you are ABA weak to ducklet. So if with this team, if you see a ducklet on the lead, you stay in and you could shield. Honestly, you could catch, but they always throw a bubble beam, so you don't want to catch a bubble beam because you're gonna lose lead and you're gonna still lose a swap as well. Another team that was also popular back in the days was ABA Water, where like you run Shadow Slowbro in the lead, and Shadow Slowbro does not lose the lead to anything. Why? Because Confusion again does so much damage, as I said before. With this team, basically, Confusion down, Confusion. You win the lead, and then you align the fire against the grass, or this thing against the water. What if they have Chin Chow? You figure it out. And that's why this thing became the better version of this one, because if they have a Chin Chow with this team in the back, you get RPS after. Where with this one, if they have Chin Chow, you technically, this Slowpoke with the Shadow Slowpoke isn't bad against Chin Chow because Confusion does more damage than Super Effective Spark. And then Wooper just hard wall it because you have Mud Shot and you resist Thunderbolt. I think it has Thunderbolt and Bubble Beam, so it resists both. Well, Bubble Beam is a neutral, but hey, you have Body Slam and you have Super Effective Mud Shot. Yes, Mud Shot doesn't do damage, but hey, it's Little Cup. Everything does damage. The team that Softop used to run is basically, I think, it became probably like, I remember like it became the most popular team back in the days because she was the only streamer who streamed Little Cub, Element Cub, and then people were just like playing this team or countering this team. The team is basically Chikorita with Ducklet and Vulpix. The safe swap here is Vulpix. Why? Because believe it or not, Vulpix has a better matchup against Chin Chow than Ducklet, because Vulpix has a Quick Attack, which is a normal fast move, and Body Slam, which is a normal charge move. So you can do that. Like, you can bait out the Chin Chow with Vulpix. I think that's the main concept behind this team. Chikorita beat Chin Chow. Vulpix can bait out the Chin Chow and you can chip them, and then Chikorita will be able to kill that Pokemon, and then Ducklet sweep the backline because Ducklet is the best closer in this cup. The main Degen Pokemon, the main Degen team, this is like the tap no skills, you know, like sometimes I do it, tap no skills team. It's literally this team. You just Confusion down everything. And you have Vulpix there. I don't know why. I could have just put Cottony there. Tap no skills. You know what? Let me make one. Okay. What is it? Give me a Cottony. So if you are into these tap no skill teams, this is the team. You don't need skills. Tap no skills. Okay. You delete this. Add the Cottony. And then you have double Confusion with one Charmer. Feel free to shield anything here. You shield literally any Pokemon and you would still outpace the damage on everything. If they save swap a Chin Chow, you have this to heartbeat it. If you win the lead with this team, you win the game because they aren't gonna come over. They aren't like the fast move is gonna be huge and it's tough to come back from. Nothing walls is slow. This is another Slowpoke team you could run as well. And the team I want to talk about here is like the YTX Pikachu was running a triple water team to meme in this cup, and he ended up hitting legend with this team. Literally triple water. What's the main thing about this cup? Well, Slowpoke is a neutral in this cup to everything, and you can outpace everything, and you do need 2 charge moves on Slowpoke. Why? Psyshock is not a nuke move. Psyshock is a 2-bar charge move, so you could say it's a bait move. It's more than bait. It does damage. It's kind of a coverage. Psychic is the nuke move. It's a closing move, so you need Psychic to close sometimes if they don't have shield, because the difference is only 10 energy between both, but the damage is more than that. Chin Chow in case they save swap Ducklet, and Ducklet to beat everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching. This is the end of the video. If you like it, make sure to leave a like to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you in the next one. Peace.